Hello friend, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. This is the Princess Amarachi show. So on today's episode, I want to share a career transitioning experience. You know, there has been a lot of transitioning experiences, but I just thought about one that is very dear to me because it just made a mark in my life, and I feel like it's also very important that I share with you. You get the lessons and you move ahead with it. So what do you make of transitioning from broadcasting to full-time content writing and strategy? Like, how do you align that? Yeah, first, I want you to know I studied mass communication, and studying that course, I didn't really know the path that I was veering. I didn't even know what I wanted to do inside the course. In fact, I chose the course because I wanted to do everything, and there was no course that really teaches everything. There was no course that really teaches everything. I'm like, okay, this course is as broad as I want it to be. So let me just go in there and I'll find one or two things that I can do. With prayer, so yes, I chose that course with prayers and a lot of conviction in my heart. Although I still did not know where it's heading to. Just like how God told Abraham, go to a place, I'll show you. That's how I chose that course. And yes, it was when I chose the course, a lot of people were like, are you okay? Even my parents couldn't place Amarachi and the course. Like, you're quiet. People that study this course are very extroverted. They are high, they are this, they are jovial, they can do this one and do that one. I'm like, don't worry, we'll find a path around it, So I got into broadcasting. I did the internship in a broadcasting house. They loved it. They loved the way I talked, the way I presented myself. They took me further in, started training, and I found myself doing full-time presenting, anchoring shows, and hosting programs on radio. I loved it. In fact, it was a turning point for me because I found a different personality. I didn't like to talk, and I still don't like to talk that much, but I found that sharing and talking to people over the radio was just an interesting thing for me because I felt I was connecting with people and making impact in their lives. And if you ask me at that point, I would say, this is it. I've landed. I can't do any other thing apart from this. But it got to a point where there was this desire to do more. And then I felt like I know how to write. Like, it was it was that point where people can just give me their book to recopy. People can just tell me an idea and ask me to make a story out of it. And so I felt like, okay, I can't just be wasting this thing. What can I do with it? I was really looking for a place. In fact, there was a point I wanted to be writing speeches for people. Not that I was very good then. In fact, I wasn't even polished, but I just really wanted to explore writing. I wanted to learn more about writing because I felt like I could put one or two words together and they'll make sense. But that didn't happen. Finished my service here, went back to the broadcasting house, was broadcasting, but felt like, okay, this particular skill is dormant. How do I begin? Have you really been in that kind of situation? I know a lot of people have been in that situation where they know they can write, or they know there is a writing skill that they have, but they don't know how to make money out of it. They don't know how to make a career out of it. They don't know how to make a portfolio out of it. They don't even know how to share it or tell people. They feel like, can I earn a living from this? Well, this my story is going to give you hope. Yes, hope, and not just hope, but also going to show you the way out. So just out of the blue moon, a friend sent me a message. He was following my status because then I was writing and telling stories a lot, sharing my lessons or my experiences from things, from book, from journaling, from life. I was just using my social media platforms as a place to write, as a place to pour out my heart. Apart from the fact that I had a diary and a journal where I wrote things. And the friend asked me, what kind of a writer am I? Like, I don't know. I don't even know my niche. I don't know what I could do. I'm like, I write everything. I can't do anything. And he sent me a preface to write for a book. And that was like my first writing gig. I don't want to say, the amount they pay me for that, but that amount, still too much. It wasn't much, but it was something I cherished, knowing that, wow, I could really make money from this. And that opened my eyes to, okay, good. This person is in this industry. Maybe I could really learn more. And yes, I tried, I wrote, I was scared. I felt like I didn't do better. I could have done better. It gave me a feedback that really gave me joy. It was like, you tried, you did well, you could do better. And then I became serious. I found prospects and I found hope. And that was how my writing journey began. But it didn't end there. I had to register on freelance writing platforms like Fiverr. And I began to get work from there too. to write more. Because I was connected with him and I was doing a lot of jobs, I did a lot of jobs that I've never done in my life before. It exposed me. It made me want to learn more. So I had to take courses, I had to learn, I had to read more, I had to follow writers, see how people write online, see the things I need to spot on when it comes to writing a copy, writing a blog, writing, an article, writing for web, writing for a person, writing for an organization. These are areas I needed to learn and know and do more on. So that was how my writing journey began. Content writing journey actually began. And then I started making money. I started getting clients away from what he does and away from what he's doing. And that's to tell you, even my full-time job is a content writing, a strategy job. Then the content strategy is a story for another day, because there's a difference between content writing and content strategy actually. But I'm sharing this story to tell someone and let someone know how you can transition from one thing to another. And trust me, we are all transitioning, even right now. The story I'm going to tell about my life in the next 2 to 3 months or even a year from now is going to be different from what I've told you right now. And that's to tell us that every day we transition. Every day we make choices that change our life. Every day we take decisions that change the course of our life. And I just wanted to bring it to your notice and also let you have a hope to know that your life is not a mistake. If you have something that you're really nurturing, you really want to grow, you really want to have, you want to become, just trust the process. Be very intentional about the process that you're going through. Stay on it. Don't be in a rush. It can take time. It can take a while, but with time, you find out that you've moved from point A to point B, and then you'll be able to share your story just like I'm sharing mine. Actually, for me, I'm looking forward to telling more stories of different areas of transitioning for me, and I'm also expecting to hear a major transition that have changed your life that you also want to tell us. So if you have a story about a transition that really excites you and you think it can inspire people to take action, to be patient, and also to follow the process, you can drop it in the comment section or just send me a personal message with my social media handles in the description below, and then we can move it up from there. I hope you really enjoyed my story and you learned 1 or 2 things from it. Share your lessons, your high moments with it in the comment section, and then let's begin the conversation from there. But until then, keep living every day from within to without. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.